This video is brought to you by MyFitnessPal, the #1 nutrition tracking app.
Let's be real for a second. For a lot of us, that daily Starbucks trip is a ritual. It's a little bright spot in the day. But if you're trying to be a bit healthier, looking at that menu can feel, well, kind of like navigating a minefield. So today, we're going to break down how to handle it like a total pro, so you can keep the coffee you love without ditching your goals. You know this feeling, right? We've all been there. You're craving that perfect, comforting drink, but in the back of your mind, you're thinking about your health goals. It really feels like you have to pick one or the other. Well, here's the great news, and really the whole point of what we're talking about today. You absolutely don't have to choose. This isn't about giving things up. It's just about getting a little bit smarter about it. So let's frame the problem. Okay, first things first, the Starbucks dilemma. That menu can be super overwhelming. And look, those worries about calories and sugar and fat, they're totally valid. But the key is to walk in with a strategy, just like you would with any other restaurant. So, to guide us through this, we're not just guessing, we're turning to a real expert. Raquel White is a registered dietitian with MyFitnessPal, and her advice is fantastic and, most importantly, super practical. This is the pro guidance we need to make this whole thing work. All right, now we're getting to the core principles. Instead of just trying to memorize a long list of good and bad drinks, let's learn the simple rules that are going to empower you to look at anything on that menu and make a smart call. And here it is. This is basically the simple mental checklist you need. For drinks, your mantra is lower. You're looking for lower calories, less sugar, less saturated fat. But for food, you just flip it. You think higher, more protein, more fiber, and more of those healthy fats. That right there is the foundation for making a better choice every single time you go. Now this is a total game changer. It switches your whole mindset. You're not just passively picking something off the menu anymore. You're actively thinking, how can I make this better? This is what puts you in the driver's seat, whether it's as simple as adding some fruit to your oatmeal or swapping out a syrup in your latte. Okay, enough with the theory. Let's get into the really practical stuff. We're going to dive into some specific dietitian-approved orders that you can have in your back pocket. These are your new go-tos. So starting with the coffee, you see the pattern here, right? It's all about these small, simple little tweaks. A splash of milk in your black coffee, a cappuccino with just 1 pump of syrup instead of the usual 3 or 4, or asking for fewer pumps in a drink like the flat white. These little changes really do add up to a huge difference. And hey, it's the exact same story for you tea lovers out there. A standard chai latte can be a total sugar bomb, but if you just ask for 1 pump of that chai concentrate and maybe a splash of 1% milk, you cut way, way down on the sugar. And of course, unsweetened teas are always a fantastic 0-calorie win. Now, when we're talking breakfasts, the name of the game is protein and fiber. Why? Because that's what's going to keep you feeling full and satisfied. I mean, just look at that spinach and feta wrap. It's packing 20 grams of protein. These are the kinds of choices that fuel your morning and help you dodge that mid-morning energy crash. And even if you're just popping in for a quick snack, you've still got some really solid options. Things like turkey jerky or string cheese give you that quick protein hit. And hey, even the popcorn gives you a nice little boost of fiber. All right, so let's zoom out from specific orders and get to the big picture. This next part is all about mastering the art of the custom order. This is where you graduate and become a true Starbucks pro, learning the secrets to make pretty much any drink on the menu healthier. Just look at this chart. This shows you exactly how powerful one simple swap can be. Check out the difference between oat milk and almond milk. You could save around 80 calories just by making that one change. Think about that. Without changing anything else about your favorite drink, you've completely changed its nutritional profile. 50%. I mean, just let that number sink in for a second. Almost all the sugar in those flavored drinks comes from the syrup, and a standard grande size comes with 4 pumps. So if you just ask for 2 pumps instead, you've literally cut the sugar in half. It is, without a doubt, the single most impactful change you can make. So let's boil it all down to this. This is your 3-step action plan. It's so simple. Number 1, choose a lower calorie milk. Number 2, ask for fewer pumps of syrup, maybe start with half. And number 3, skip the whipped cream. Seriously, if you can just remember these 3 things, you can make almost any drink on that giant menu work for you. Okay, so let's bring this all home. The goal here isn't to make you feel guilty about your favorite coffee. It's not about taking away that little moment of joy in your day. It's actually the exact opposite. It's all about making these small, mindful little adjustments. It's about being intentional. Because when you know what's in your cup, you have all the power to make it fit into a healthy, balanced life that, yes, still includes the things you really genuinely enjoy. And I think our expert, Brooke White, just sums it up perfectly here. It's those small changes that improve the nutrition without taking away the enjoyment. And that right there is the real win. So I'm going to leave you with this question to chew on. Now that you've got the playbook, what's the first small swap you're going to try? Are you going to ask for one less pump of syrup? Maybe try almond milk for the first time. Whatever it is, I challenge you to put it into action on your very next Starbucks run. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more insights brought to you by MyFitnessPal, the #1 nutrition tracking app.